Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of You, Me, and He, a podcast that 60% of the time works every time. I am your host, Rob Lambert, and I'm joined by my co-host.
This is Josh Frankenstein.
And Drew Carroll.
That's right. And fellas, tonight, I want to share with you what I would say is probably a pretty serious issue. Something that I came across, a news story that I think everybody needs to know about. And I'm going to read you the headline, and then we'll get into this. And so this comes from South Carolina. Headline is, Taco Bell employee assaults manager with a hot burrito.
That's awesome.
Let's get into this.
I hope that's
so.
true.
Here's what happened. It says, an angry employee to South Carolina Taco Bell threw a hot burrito at their supervisor after an argument. On Monday, the supervisor at the restaurant said the employee got angry over having to work the morning shift. The supervisor said to the employee, "Stop being a crybaby." After that, they got into a verbal dispute. The employee then threw a hot burrito at the supervisor and broke his headset over his knee in rage before throwing it on the ground and storming out.
Oh,
supervisor had melted cheese on their arm and their leg. The police have issued warrants for this assault, but no arrests.
Oh.
No arrests have been made.
So they're still on the run.
Yes, they're still on the runs.
Speaking of, that's what you get from Taco Bell, right?
The runs.
Exactly. Dude, I just don't understand what his beef was. You know, why couldn't he just talk about it?
Oh man,
He was probably too chicken.
way too many puns on that one. Thank you for sharing that, though. Thank you for putting that in my life. I mean, that makes me feel better.
Yeah, dude.
You guys remember back in the day, like when we were playing in a band, we developed the same sort of assault weapon. At the time, it was called the guacamole. Does anybody remember the guacamole?
Oh, yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
the guacamole.
Oh,
I forgot about that. Yeah.
glorious.
The guacamole was, I'm pretty sure it was Rob who invented this. I can't remember, but I thought it was Rob who invented this. Is a wrapped up burrito with nothing but refried beans, runny refried beans, sour cream, and guacamole. And then when you throw it against something,
Like a car.
Dude, if we could have gotten that with nacho cheese,
We
that thing would have destroyed.
That would have been
some people.
amazing.
Oh man, it would have been phenomenal. That story reminds me of the guacamole because we assaulted several people's vehicles with the guacamole.
Yeah, I'm sure we're beyond the statute of limitations. We could talk about all of the cars we've destroyed with food.
Oh,
Like
man.
the
Dude, Steve Stevens, if you're listening, I'm so sorry.
oh man. Oh dude, yeah.
No, dude, we hit up Daniel's car so bad one night we gave his car the runs.
Yeah. Dude, what were the Vienna sausages?
Oh, the Vienna sausage.
Those things are amazing for throwing at cars.
They really are, dude. They just explode.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, I remember that because you threw him at my car, you jerk.
Well, speaking of Daniel, dude, I was one day he pulled into the driveway and I just started chucking him at his car, and he got out of his car.
Got all
And,
huffy
well,
puffy.
he had an airsoft gun and he pointed at me and he went to shoot me,
dude.
and I
Legit.
threw another one and it went into his door and it hit his driver's seat. It just exploded everywhere.
gosh.
That's fantastic.
So yeah,
That's so gross.
That's good. Oh, memories, man.
No
I love
way,
them.
dude.
Dude, yes, great story, Rob. I love that one.
Yeah,
I
so-
hope that one's real. I hope it's legit.
He's still on the. It was on Fox News, man. So he's still on the run, but
So it's believable.
Hopefully, he's brought to justice.
dude, for sure. Truth.com.
Truth.com. Factcheck.org.
That's right.
Yeah.
So anyway, how you doing, Josh?
Oh, I'm doing all right, man. I'm doing all right. Today I was at home and I was working with Amy. You know, we live on 5 acres, so there's always work to be done. And I got inside the house and I realized that at the age of 35, I am now a 50%er.
Oh, that's what you meant by that. Yikes! I was wondering where you were going with that.
You still
What does
don't know
that
what
mean?
I'm talking about. Yeah,
Explain
Andrew acts
explain that to me.
Andrew's acting like he knows what it means.
Like you're halfway through your life.
No,
Oh,
no,
that's what
not
I thought
one
it was
bit.
gonna be.
No. A 50%er, and for our liberal audience, like it has nothing to do with like the 99%. A 50%er is someone who is so bogged down with the 4 kids that they're raising that they only ever get half the crap done that they're trying to accomplish. Like I literally looked at my phone today and I sent half a text message to somebody. I had to follow up later on to finish it off after I got like just 3 question marks. Like, what did that mean?
Why didn't you ever text me back?
Yeah, dude. I've started 100 projects. Yeah, only halfway done. Like none of them ever
Nice.
like get completed, dude. So, it's kind of sad, kind of funny, kind of just stage of life. But yeah, I'm hoping I have now just coined another new term, the 50%er. That's my hope. I'm a 50%er. I only get half done what I intend to get done at this point, and not by choice.
That's.
I was gonna say, isn't that just a slacker?
No. There's already a term for slacker.
Yeah.
It's called slacker.
No, I was a 50%er in college. I went 50% of the time.
That's what I'm going to call myself from now on. I'm a 50%er until my kids move out, and then they'll become 50%ers.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Nice. Influencing a future generation,
That's right.
changing lives.
We 50%ers raising 50%ers.
Aim for the stars.
Or also known as the French.
Oh, what? Holy
Oh, no,
cow.
Cold-blooded.
We just lost a listener.
Sacre bleu.
We just lost a listener. Anyway.
man.
How about you, Drew? What was your
Holy.
week like, man?
My week was good, dude. I'm not familiar with the whole kid thing yet, but I will be.
What?
Yeah.
Ow!
Yeah. Elizabeth's gonna have a baby.
All right.
He's
Right?
going to be a
All right.
Faja.
Yeah. No, I'm still trying to.
Sweat it out.
I wake up in the middle of the night with cold sweats.
For some reason, I hear a baby crying in the background.
Yeah. She was like, "Oh, we should try for a kid." And I'm like, "Oh, that sounds great." And then she was like, "I'm pregnant." I'm like, "Oh, what am I gonna do?"
That's like classic TV. We should try for a baby. No, I'm good. I'm pregnant. I'm good.
Yeah. So that's happening beginning of August. So we're pretty
Nice,
excited about
man.
that. Yeah,
Another August baby in the family.
But it was just a normal week, dude. It just the thing that's getting me is at first it really bothered me, and then I kind of rolled with it. Now it's starting to bother me again because it just keeps happening, dude. Telemarketers are blowing up my phone like crazy
Again?
every day,
Dude.
every day. Sundays. Who works on Sundays?
Telemarketers.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Obviously.
Apparently. Dude, so I went through this whole phase where for months I would just say, "All right, take me off your list. I don't do business with this company, blah, blah, blah." "Oh, yeah, sir, no problem." They'd call me the next day, and then the next day, and then the next day. And it just kept going, dude. So finally, I just started rolling with it. "Are you a homeowner, sir?" "Sure. Yeah."
Yeah. I own a doghouse.
Yeah. You own your home? I do. Yeah, that's correct. "And how much are your utility bills?" "I don't know, $1,000 a month." "Wow, that's really high." "Yes, it is." "Oh, man, do you need solar?" "I do." "Sure. Thanks for calling. I've been waiting for you guys." I've been waiting to drop $40,000. Yeah, absolutely.
I was in the middle of a movie on Sunday night, but sure, this is what I want to talk about.
Dude, yeah. So I just got to the point where I started developing these characters. I got one guy named Byron Hoyster.
Oh, man.
Yeah, born in
Byron
77.
Hoyster.
Yeah. He's a nice guy.
Terry Stone?
Terry Stone is definitely one of those. Yeah, Terry Stone is up there. So I just use these alter egos, to, I guess, keep them on the phone so they can't harass other people. So I guess if I was going to be a superhero, I'm already it.
That's right. You're doing the Lord's work. What a good
So
man.
Again. He was doing
Yeah.
Lord's work last week in San Francisco, too.
Yeah,
right.
sure, yeah.
Punching
Yeah,
12-year-olds.
absolutely, yeah, pow. So I guess if I could say one thing, it's, if anybody out there wants to, join the cause, fight the good fight, when a telemarketer calls you, do not forward that call. Keep them on. And it's also awesome to see what happens at the end of it.
Yeah.
They get real pissed.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Well done.
Well, that's awesome. And hey, tonight we have a topic that I think is super. it's one of those age-old topics that have been debated for a very long time. Everybody has an opinion on this, and I just think tonight, guys, we just got to dive in deep and take a stance. All right, there could be some dividing lines happening here, and of course, I'm talking about that age-old question: were Ross and Rachael truly on a break?
All right, this is awesome. So how are we going to go about discussing this topic?
I think just throw it out there. Who wants to go first?
throw it
I
out
think
there, huh?
I think it's very simple.
Okay, Andrew.
Ross is a pig. Okay. Yeah. And Jennifer Aniston is not. Rachel.
Wait, that sounds a little biased.
No, it's not.
Wait, what stance are you taking? You just said it's very simple.
Yeah, that's it. It's over.
Your stance is that Ross sucks and Rachel's awesome.
That's my stance.
For sure, yeah, 100%.
Wow, dude. I am just...
All right, I'm going to let you guys go because I have a feeling that I'm going to win this one. So I'm going to let you guys go first.
I didn't realize there was winning. I thought this was... this is going to be forever debated, man. I don't think there's ever going to be any...
This is like a trial. No, this is like a trial.
This. Okay, all right. So this was my stance. Okay? Were Ross and Rachael on a break? I'm going to say yes.
Whoa.
But...
Okay, big butt. We got a big old butt coming in.
But, capital B-U-T...
T.
Thanks for taking it from me. I appreciate it. Exclamation point 3 times. All right, so my butts around this are... Is that funny? Well, I don't understand.
It's just awesome that you keep saying butt.
Oh, I wish people would just listen to me right now because I'm trying to be serious here a little bit, okay?
Okay, Josh.
I'm trying to bring
guys.
some, real seriousness to the conversation.
Let's be serious.
So
Josh, share your butt with us.
Thank you. These are a few of my butts around this topic, okay?
Hit us with some knowledge.
So, all right. So I had to try and take this conversation from the point of view of not being a viewer on TV, but to look at it from both sides, right? Because you watch the show, you see the whole story, but the characters don't see the whole story, right? So this is kind of my thought. They're fighting, they're arguing. Ross thinks that Rachel's cheating on him, and she's trying to focus on like her career and being kind of distant and everything. And, she does say, let's take a break. Okay. Not the exact words, but she says, let's take a break. Right. And Ross gets all huffy puffy like Ross does, I mean, he's great at it. It's what he does, right?
Fine by me.
Yeah. Fine by me. Well, not for a few episodes later, but still.
Exactly.
But anyway, the point that I'm trying to get to is that yes, they were on a break, but let's look at this from like who Ross is supposed to be, right? This is the girl that he's been in love with since high school. Right?
Hang on, let me hit the violin music real quick.
Yeah. Rachel Green. This is who he's been in love with since high school. And so they get into one tiffy fight after dating for almost a year. And his first thought is to go sleep with somebody else like a revenge screw. Is that what's going through his mind right now? Like, yes, technically they were on a break because the word was said and they agreed to it. But still, like, even if there was any ambiguity about whether it was a break or a break up, which in my opinion are two different things, like the same night, really? Yeah. Like from the girl that you've like been in love with for who knows how long it is, because I don't know what their ages are at this point, but still, come on, that's one of my butts right there.
Well, dude,
okay.
Love is weird.
I like that butt. That's a nice butt.
It's a nice butt. I think that butt is very shapely for this conversation. So.
Oh my God! Look at that butt.
Sometimes love makes you do crazy things, dude.
That's not.
Sometimes
love.
Sometimes love makes you go sleep with a lady in a bar.
Oh, my bad. I had it mixed up. I was thinking about it differently this whole time. So,
what?
We're good.
Dude, I'm so lost right now.
What are you saying?
I don't even understand.
Are you saying you agree with his butt?
Your love makes you do crazy things, man. You're upset and some other annoying chick is at the bar. It's never happened to me, but
here's the deal, dude. I say I say it's all about semantics. I don't think that they
Yeah.
were. I don't think that they were on a break, as in we are breaking up. I think, like you said, like the word was kind of said,
Yeah.
but I think it was more along the lines of like, hey, we need to take it slow. Let's slow down. Let's back up a little bit. Let's reevaluate. And so for me, dude, I come from a place of just like the fact that she wrote her letter 18 pages front and back is a little rough. Okay, that's a little rough. But big old nice but, dude, I mean, like you said, dude, I like Andrew said, I think he was kind of a pig, dude. Going and just finding the lady in the bar.
Yeah,
Do you not think that anymore?
No, I only said that because I'm biased, in the situation.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
They actually
love for Rachel's making you do crazy things right now.
I still think technically in the heat of the moment, based on how they were on a break. I just think that there's a lot of buts. Like on a break to me does not mean like we're broken up. Go sleep with the next woozy that you see down in the coffee shop. You know what I mean?
Oh, for real.
So, I mean, I totally get where Rachel's coming from. I empathize with her, and Jennifer Aniston is slamming hot. So, it's like I feel bad for her and everything.
That's really
Okay,
what
let me
it
ask
all
you a
comes
question.
down to. It's just,
We're all on Rachel's side.
yeah, men are pigs.
We cannot evaluate this unbiased. What are we doing with ourselves?
Yeah, way too biased in this.
Yeah.
Welcome to the
All right.
real world.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Wait,
So let me ask you a question.
Did you actually give us your answer?
Yes,
Break or no break?
They're on a break for sure.
They
100%.
are on a break for
Dude,
sure.
she straight up said, he goes,
Okay.
yeah, I think we should take a break. Let's go get some ice cream. And then she goes,
No,
no,
a break from us.
Yeah, boom, done. He doesn't know what's going to happen. He thinks she's going to go. Now, I'm not saying that he acted right by doing what
Yeah.
he did, because obviously that's not what I would do personally.
That's what I'm saying. Like that heat of the moment conversation, he could very well have thought like this was a break up.
Dude, and now there's
But-
cell phones, so that's not even a thing.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I'm sorry, baby. Here's a little text.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't mean
No.
it.
Heart emoji.
Yeah, yeah.
we have to remember this is the 90s. This is
This
the
is-
late 90s.
Yeah.
So Singular is still trying to kind of make their way out there a little bit.
Yeah.
People still wrote 18-page letters.
Oh man, yeah.
Front
By
and
hand.
back.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. What do you think it said on there when she's like, so you do? And he's like, I so do. And then he goes back and reads it and he's like, I so do not.
It was saying that he took full responsibility for everything.
Yeah, okay.
All on his own. Had nothing to do
It's
with
all
her.
him.
And it is. Is that something you think you could do? Is it?
Oh man. What a
Dude,
good
that's
show.
a classic show, man. The sad thing is, I feel like I kind of grew up with Friends to a degree. I've seen that show on freaking Nick at Night now.
Oh, all the time.
Oh,
That
no.
used to like Dick Van Dyke used to occupy Nick at Night. Friends is on Nick at Night now, man.
Dude, that show
Like,
is rebooted. Netflix.
Oh my
Put it
gosh.
on Netflix. Dude, we have it. Elizabeth and I, we play that show as background noise when we're cleaning
absolutely.
the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
in between movie, we're like, hey,
Yeah.
we don't know what to watch. Okay, it's either going to be The Office or Friends.
Dude,
Exactly.
there's so many lines from that show.
Oh, it's hilarious, dude. It's hilarious.
Awesome.
You know,
It's so
like-
good.
Ever since I started watching that show, I'm like, man, why don't David Schwimmer and Jennifer Aniston get together in real life? And I figured out because David Schwimmer's a gigantic nerd. He's not acting on Friends. He's not acting. That's
They
him.
literally cast him because he is
Yeah.
Ross.
Hey, Dave, get out there and be yourself.
Dude, it's like the Truman Show for David Schwimmer. He had no idea that it was a show. He was just like, "What's up, guys?"
What's up, guys? I tried to watch him play a real serious part in what was it? Dude, what was that?
Wasn't it Band of Brothers?
6 days.
Yes, Band
Oh.
of Brothers. As
Yeah,
like
dude.
that captain, and I was just like, I couldn't take him serious.
He was
Like,
also
this is
in
David Schwimmer.
He was in 6 Days and 7 Nights. The
Oh yeah, with Anne Hesh and Harrison Ford.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, terrible
Yeah,
movie.
it was a horrible. Yeah, it was. Yeah,
When you're
it was
watching
not
him in
good.
Band of Brothers, he's like, "We're gonna go take down the Nazis and we're gonna use dinosaurs."
Velociraptors. Somebody call Chris.
Like,
Pratt.
sir, there's no dinosaurs. Fine by me. So good.
Yeah, dude.
Anyways, well, hey, this is always a hot topic, so we would love for you to chime in on social media. So you can leave us a tweet at YouMeHePodcast on Twitter or at Facebook.com/YouMeHePodcast. And just let us know. Were they on a break? Were they not on a break? What are your favorite Friends moments? All those things are good. Bring it on.
Bring it.
All right. Speaking of keeping the conversation going, we had a lot of listener questions come in for this episode, but there was one that was so timely and so perfect because as soon as I saw it, I thought, Mr. Josh Frankenstein just had his birthday. He turned the big 3-5. Congratulations, by the way, my friend.
Thank you very much.
See, dude, that's what I thought he meant by 50%er. You know,
Andrew assumes I'm going to die at 70.
He's halfway through life.
Dude, what if
it's
I
all
live to be
downhill from
100?
here.
I'm still 15 years away from my 50% birthday if I live to be 100.
Sure, yeah, if you want that.
So as soon as I saw this question, I thought, this is the best birthday gift that we could give to Josh. And this question came from Benjamin Ryan Cooper, and it is this. Which conspiracy theory can be best explained by aliens? So guys, this is for you, Josh. Let's just get wacky, dude. Let's just get in this. Let's get a little crazy. Just go. Let's go.
Real quick.
Yeah.
So they're using a conspiracy theory to explain a conspiracy theory.
Yes.
Okay. So we're okay.
Awesome.
All right, we're on the right page.
That's what makes it. That's what makes it fantastic. So, yeah,
Let's just open the rabbit hole and dive in.
I'm gonna link this one because I think a lot of people don't realize that this could actually be the case. But I think the existence of aliens best explains the conspiracies of the Lincoln and Kennedy assassinations. Yeah, so
explain yourself.
Okay, so I'm going to explain myself. If anyone's ever researched Abraham Lincoln and Kennedy, okay, you're gonna find that there are a lot of similarities between these two men, and I think these similarities can only be explained by keepers of time, and by keepers of time, I mean alien life.
Aliens.
For anyone who has ever seen the movie Arrival, like this fits right in line. I could totally see this happening.
Our friend Kyle is on the edge of his seat right now.
Yeah, no, he's probably crapping his pants.
Aliens?
Is what's going on.
Honestly, dude, I feel like that. You know the meme, the aliens guy. We need to get that wig for Josh to wear.
So I'm gonna run down this list just real quick. Okay, these are similarities between Abraham Lincoln and John Kennedy. All right, Abraham Lincoln was elected to Congress in 1846. John F. Kennedy was elected to Congress in 1946. Lincoln was elected president in 1860. Kennedy was elected president in 1960. Both were particularly concerned with civil rights. Both wives lost a child while living in the White House. Both presidents were shot on a Friday. Both presidents were shot in the head. Here's where it gets weird. Lincoln's secretary
It's not weird yet, but now.
Lincoln's secretary was named Kennedy. Kennedy's secretary was named Lincoln. Both were assassinated by Southerners. Both were succeeded by Southerners named Johnson. Andrew Johnson, who succeeded Lincoln, was born in 1808. Andrew Johnson, who succeeded Kennedy, was born in 1908. John Wilkes Booth, who assassinated Lincoln, was born in 1839. Lee Harvey Oswald, who assassinated Kennedy, was born in 1939. Both assassins were known by their three names. Both names are composed of 15 letters. Hang on to your seat. Lincoln was shot in a theater named Ford. Kennedy was shot in a Lincoln car made by Ford. Booth and Oswald were assassinated before their trials. And here's the kicker. A week before Lincoln was shot, he was in Monroe, Maryland. A week before Kennedy was shot, he was with Marilyn Monroe.
Oh my God.
Hold on, though. There's more. Lincoln was shot in a theater, and the assassin ran to a warehouse. Kennedy was shot from a warehouse, and he ran to a theater.
Oh my gosh.
There's only one explanation for this. This is like a perfect difference of 100 years in every facet. Yeah. That can only be planned by a higher power who actually planted the human seed.
What if it's actually...
I mean, come on.
What if it's actually all of the same people, exact same people, just 100 years later?
What if it's the exact same aliens?
Lincoln... They're all reptilians.
Yeah, dude, they're all reptilians.
Oh my God.
See what I mean? Dude, Andrew's on the page, man. I mean, I'm telling you.
As soon as you were reading this, that was my thought. They're reptilians, and they just keep doing the same thing.
It doesn't get
over
any
and
more
over.
Freaky Friday than that, dude. I
Dude,
mean,
lizard people, bro.
yeah.
There it
Lizard
is.
Yeah.
people.
So, in my
Wow.
opinion, dude, that right there is like the defining evidence that
See,
the aliens walk among us.
you showed up ready
Dude, I was
for
ready
that.
to go. Yeah.
Yeah, my
Not so much.
nah.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Well,
All right.
I'm still interested to hear your theory.
flat Earth.
Dude,
Wait, no. I want to hear your theory. That was your theory?
Well, of course, dude.
Oh,
If
okay.
anyone's gonna know whether or not the Earth is round or flat, it's gonna be the people
Visitors?
flying around it. Yeah, for sure. Or the
flying
ones,
over it.
or the ones,
The ones flying over it.
flying it. Who knows? We could be on
The
a
ones
giant
flying
mothership
it.
that's just
Yes.
being flown around the galaxy.
Oh, mind blown. That's a pretty good one too.
Earth is
I
probably
that
just
one.
like a pimple on some space monster's butt.
It probably
truth
really
is out there, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, right? Would flat Earth? They would be. They would know that.
Yeah, they would probably know that.
Not
So
probably,
why
they
is it
do.
being covered up then, man? Why are they trying to cover it up?
I don't know that.
Why are the
I mean,
aliens trying to cover it up? I don't know.
I don't, dude. You know what, man? When this guy first approached me with the flat Earth theory, I racked my brain on it for like 3 hours, and then I realized, you know what? I still have to wake up and pay taxes tomorrow. I still have to go do all my same stuff. So whether the Earth is round or whether the Earth is flat, it really doesn't make a difference for me. My life is still going to be the same.
Nice.
Just research
Dude.
it. Research flat Earth.
Dude, what about the hollow earth?
No, that's bullcrap.
Wait.
That's
I want to
amazing.
hear. I want to hear about it.
Wait, is that
Dude, you
is that your conspiracy that you're bringing to the table tonight?
No,
Hollow Earth?
No, that's a new one.
Okay. All right.
No, I'm just throwing some stuff out there. You don't know about the hollow earth
Yeah, dude,
theory?
Hollow Earth. Yeah.
I mean, I'm.
Okay, it's this idea
Yeah.
that like
There's nothing.
the earth that the earth itself is hollow and there's people living inside of it, and the only way to get inside is you got to go find the
Matrix.
gate, which is like in Antarctica or something.
Or you have to know somebody,
Yeah.
which is
Who can get you in?
kind of like
Like Morpheus.
like America.
You
You have to know the handshake.
Yeah. Yeah. Or the key maker.
yeah. Morpheus. Yeah, dude. I don't know what's being hidden on the other side, but it doesn't make any sense.
It's always Nazis, dude. It's always
Yeah,
it's always Nazis.
All right, so that was my theory on the existence of aliens. Lincoln Kennedy, yours is flat Earth. Well,
Yeah,
not,
they
not
would
bad.
know that. Of
Yeah.
course. They,
Yeah,
well,
they
I
should
dude,
know
I
that.
thought
They
you
should
were
know
going to take
Yeah.
that.
No,
so-
that one was better for me. I like that one more. What was your theory, Rob?
I think it's the moon landing, bro. Okay. Now here's the deal.
we all know that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Here's the deal.
No one can land on the moon, Rob.
Somebody, people maybe are thinking that the moon landing was faked, like we didn't go and they faked it. But here's the deal. Maybe we went and they faked what we found there. Have you ever seen the movie Steel Sky? You need to see that movie with Jude Law.
No.
Oh, wait, no, that's Captain Sky, whatever.
And the land of tomorrow or something. I did, however, see Transformers, and there was something hidden on the dark side of the moon.
Dark side of the moon, bro. Dark side of the moon. It's always Nazis.
But that was in the documentary Transformers.
I always heard the dark side of the moon is where Elvis and Tupac live. So,
They're hanging out with Biggie and
that's probably
And
why
probably
we don't,
Johnny Cash. He's there to
Yeah.
round him out.
Yeah, that's why we don't go back there, is because we don't want to disturb them.
Wait, wasn't Biggie Smalls as big as the moon? Oh,
Oh, that's what it was. Is Tupac and Elvis were hiding on Biggie Smalls.
on the backside of Biggie Smalls.
I guess that explains the lunar eclipse.
Yeah. I was wrong, dude. Maybe Earth is a pimple on Biggie Smalls' butt.
Oh,
That's too
I like it
good.
when you call me Big Papa. Dang it. It's always aliens or Biggie Smalls. That's what it comes down to. It's either aliens or Biggie Smalls. So
Biggie Smalls. Yeah.
anything you can't explain, just look them in the eye and say, Biggie Smalls.
Biggie Smalls. pimple on Biggie Smalls' butt.
Have you seen the video of Buzz Aldrin punching some dude in the face?
Yes, I have.
Oh yeah, for saying they didn't land.
Yeah,
and telling him he
was telling him to swear on the Bible, man. He was like, put your right hand or put your left hand on the Bible and put your hand up, and then he called him that you did it.
Then he called him a coward.
Yeah,
and there's an old dude. Hey, and the video is so funny because there's it's like a street. It's like coming from the sidewalk, and they're up by the building.
Yeah.
And it's like right when there's a break in between two people walking, you see him clock this dude.
Oh, dude, it was hilarious.
That's amazing.
That American hero should go down for assault.
For assaulting the truth.
Awesome. Well, hey, on that note, look, you may agree, you may not. We'd love to hear from you. What conspiracies are you talking about? What conspiracy could best be explained by aliens? Go ahead and throw it out there at YouMeHe Podcast on Twitter or at Facebook.com/YouMeHe Podcast. Keep the conversation going. We would love that. Now, gentlemen, we've talked about a lot of awesome things tonight. We're all older and a little bit wiser, so let's take it to Socrates. If you could give some advice to a younger you, what would it be?
If I could give a younger me some advice, I'd go back to a week ago and tell my younger self to drive down to Bakersfield and slap this guy named Chris Kanak. I think that's what I would do. Wait. Some guy from Bakersfield who claims his name is. Does anyone know how to pronounce it? It's Kanak, Knack, Cack,
Canuck?
Canuck. I don't know, dude, but he left this message on Facebook that just like, come on, call me disingenuine. Disingenuine.
Sure.
Nobody believes harder in the flat earth than Josh does. He is everything but disingenuine.
I don't know where this guy like gets off.
I mean, I wouldn't say bad things about you. I know you.
You say bad things about me all the time. on the air too. That's what but we do this podcast together. You're allowed to do that. I guess anyone with a laptop down in their mother's basement can write a
Oh my gosh.
Dude.
Can write a negative review. I'm coming for you, Chris Kanak.
Just kidding, everyone. He doesn't mean it.
We're not with him.
Anyway, there's my Socrates for the week.
Awesome.
Right on. Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, you know, and I have a real problem with overeating, and I've had this for a while. And it's like, I just eat, it just tastes so good, you know? And so, like, you just keep going, right? Just all kinds of food. Well, today, I ordered 7 tacos. I should have ordered 5.
5 is still a lot, bro.
4. I should have ordered 4.
From where?
The best Mexican place in town.
Taco Bell?
No.
Conchitas?
No. Dude, what is it
No,
with you
Tacos
guys?
El Gruense.
There it is.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. I'm a Conchitas man.
Yeah, but the thing is like I eat so much that like I'm so full that I'm uncomfortable. I can't do anything. You know, it's just terrible. So I guess if I could have myself do anything, I'd go back probably maybe 12 years when I first started this problem.
And only get 5 tacos.
I only get 5 tacos. Yeah. I was going to say I'd go back a few hours ago, you know, but that's not the root of the problem. This goes back over a decade.
Starting at Merced College.
Oh.
Too many stories there.
We'll have to tell them sometime.
That's awesome.
Later.
Shout out to Conchitas, best Mexican food in Chowchilla. All right. I think I would sit down with myself. I look myself square in the eye, and I would say, the next time a telemarketer calls and offers you solar panels, say yes. And when they ask for your name, say, my name is Chris Kanak. Please come over now and put on my solar panels.
I live at.
Exactly. Well, hey, we want to say thanks to everybody for listening and supporting the show. I want to say thanks to Benjamin Ryan Cooper for giving us that awesome question. And just want to remind you guys, make sure you're hitting those 5 stars and leaving those reviews on iTunes because it's helping out so much. Thank you to folks who've been sharing the show, engaging on social media, all those things. We really appreciate it. It helps so much. So thank you so much. And hey, until next time, I'm Rob Lambert.
This is Josh Frankenstein.
Drew Carroll.
Chris Kanak, we're coming for you. Have a good night.